A 20-year-old Ricky Boyd was determined by police to be the result of a murder suspect shot by officers after he shot at them.
Yeah, hours later then it became the result of a murder suspect confronting police with what appeared to be a handgun. And finally, it became the result of a murder suspect refusing to drop a BB gun after being ordered to do so. Which was it? Or was it any of those scenarios at all? Tonight, I continue an investigation WTOC brought you exclusively last night. Boyd's family wants the truth, but knows that to get there, the rest of you will have to see what they saw that morning by seeing video only police have. For 11 weeks now, Ricky Boyd's family has been saying the same thing about the morning that 20-year-old stepped out of his home and into a semicircle of U.S. Marshal Fugitive Task Force and Metro officers. Boyd's grandmother was the first ordered out of the house that morning and says she was positioned not 30 feet from the front door when Ricky exited the house.
And I see Ricky come out. And you could hear somebody say it to him. Like must be calling him or something, saying something, because you could see him where he turned around. You could see where he turned around this way, like a voice came from this way. Then a voice came from that way. Then I heard somebody say, he got a gun, and I said, don't shoot. He don't have no gun.
Yes,
What followed was chaos on Marion Circle. Family, friends, and neighbors screaming about what they claimed was an unjustified police shooting. Adding confusion to the events of that morning were the statements coming from law enforcement.
He initiated gunfire towards officers. The officers returned gunfire.
That was followed hours later with a statement omitting the claim Boyd ever fired at police.
They called out the suspect and he confronted them with a weapon.
That weapon was quickly identified as a BB gun, not a firearm. And despite witness claims, the GBI later said police gave Boyd verbal commands to drop the gun, but he raised it toward them anyway. And despite a Savannah police sergeant being hit by multiple bullets, not BBs, in the alleged exchange of gunfire, the Savannah police Twitter page still says Boyd initiated gunfire with officers. In an effort to calm the anger, members of the family say the GBI showed them at least one body camera view of what took place that morning. No questions, just a quick look and an escort out. You've seen this footage?
Yes.
Is it body camera footage?
Yes.
Does it hold up to what you're telling me here today?
Yes.
Now Wallace wants the rest of the world to see the same footage.
The reason I want the video to be seen, they will see that Ricky didn't have a gun. That's why it's important. They will see that my grandson got shot for nothing.
Based on what they saw, Savannah attorney Will Claiborne was hired to help tell the family's story and get answers.
People in the community need to know that Ricky Boyd did not have a gun on him when the police shot him.
This morning, his firm released its own video pointing out the inconsistencies he claims exist in the police version of what happened that morning. One of the items Claiborne points to is this never-before-seen photograph he says was taken by a neighbor moments after the shooting stopped. In it, you can see what appears to be a police officer behind a pine tree, but perhaps more important is what's laying on the ground just behind him. Is that the BB gun police claim Boyd refused to drop? It certainly matches the pine straw-covered location in this GBI-released forensic photograph. Now, Claiborne says, is the question of location. Show me where that gun was found.
The gun was found 43 feet to my left, this direction
Take
here.
me there.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 full paces.
This is where the gun was?
Approximately here.
And that picture shows the gun?
Correct.
As well as an officer behind the tree?
The picture was taken from the front door area here of the house next door. And from that picture, we were able to place the gun approximately here. And again, we laid down measuring tape, and it took two 25-feet tape measures to get the distance.
Claiborne says Boyd would have to throw the gun into the neighbor's yard after being shot. So did he? What's to say that Ricky just didn't throw that weapon?
The tape. The tape of the incident, the body cam footage, is what will show what happened. If they release that footage, then we'll see Ricky come out the door. And we'll see, is there a dramatic throwing gesture that he makes? To throw a BB gun 43 feet would require some actual effort.
Claiborne and Maddie Wallace say the tape will clear Ricky Boyd's name.
I always had faith in our system. But when it hit home, you see reality real wake you up.
Attorney Will Claiborne is hoping this short video will wake police up to the reality that proving their version of events or disproving Ricky Boyd's family will require the release of that body camera footage.
And just hours ago, the GBI, which was given complete control over the Ricky Boyd death investigation, turned its results over to the Chatham County District Attorney's Office for review. And then there's this. Alderman Tony Thomas posting Will Claiborne's video to his Alderman Facebook page saying he does not have faith in Meg Heap's office to investigate this case. Bring in the feds, he adds. He also says something the Boyd family would likely agree with. If the Savannah police chief is telling the truth, then why not release the video? Once we get a chance to see that footage, so will you.